Yeah, it brings an ease, really. You know, like if I go in or you go in with like a script, and you're like, man, I got to close some business. I got to get some business. You know, you're going to sit down and you're going to be reciting things, and you're going to be like pulling out like brochures and like PowerPoints and all kinds of stuff. And, and the people sitting there are going, okay, cool. That doesn't apply. That doesn't apply. And it's nice to know who you are, but none of this applies to me,
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
it's kind of like, save your PowerPoint for another day. Um,
Mm-hmm.
in fact, a really good time to pull out a PowerPoint is after a quote's been delivered for a project, because,
Mm.
you're quoting something. The customer is now understanding, because they're understanding where you're at in the market space, because you've talked about it, you've had preliminary meetings, they've participated in getting you information, they know a price point. And so now,
Mm-hmm.
with all of this interaction, now you can bring a PowerPoint and say, "Hey, look, we've got 60 engineers. We got multiple locations. Our reach is, from this state to that state or whatever."
Yeah.
And then that kind of brings comfort to
Mm-hmm.
a partnership, in addition to trust, which has to
Yeah.
be at the foundation.
Yeah, and also another thing too is like with that RFQ process, especially for companies like automation companies or any company that's doing like any type of like customized work or like specific machine type of work. You give them the RFQ, and now it also gives you the ability to take whatever concept that you have, build that out into a PowerPoint, and show like the engineering data, the conceptual data of that particular
Yep.
application. Which then, in my mind, that's what I've noticed shows a lot
Mm-hmm.
of strength and comfort level on the back end,
Mm-hmm.
right? Did this company think about how they're going to hold this part? Did they think about how they're going to nest that? Did they think about how they're going to, deal with this issue,
Mm-hmm.
right? And whenever you have your technical document that calls out all these things, like, oh, they answered like everything that was one of my concerns, then they pretty much have a green light that goes on in their head.
Yeah, yeah, and then of course all of the um, participation in further discovery. All those things that weren't thought of at the beginning come to light. All those maybe part flow, or area for work in process or whatever. All those little details that, in the end, make or break you.